Very good morning, everyone. I hope audio, video, everything is clear. Welcome you all to the class number 3 of the business environment for the paper 2 commerce and management of UGC net examination. So in this particular session, we are going to cover the remaining topics. Till yesterday, we have covered the Consumer Protection Act. Now we are going to cover the corporate social responsibility. After that, we are going to cover the Michael Porter competitive advantage, national advantage theory. After that, we are going to cover small human development index. Small concepts are there that will be covered up here. Right. Now let's get started without any late. Chalo, sir. I think now it is clear to all the paid members. Issue got sorted. Live. Now chart also visible, right? Chalo. So those who are watching a free live session, after completing watching the demo classes, if you are interested to join in the UGC Net paid batch course, so you can join in this Sankalp batch with this offer price, mega offer is going on, where you'll get the discounted fees as well as 1 month extra validity and also free revision course you are going to get at this discounted fees. For more details, you can contact on the given number here. Let's get started without any late. Can you please answer this? I think this is done now. Okay. Please answer this question. Please answer this question. Before going further, please answer this question. This is June 2023 related. So in this, for customers, what are the areas of ethical and social responsibility concern for the customer? This is also Consumer Protection Act related, no? So which is why I'm taking here. Answer is product safety is important because consumer protection mainly protection towards the product that he purchased or the service that he has taken. After that, fair price you need to sell. It should not be high price, should not be low price. A fair price is required. As well as proper disclosure means awareness and education. Before selling any product to anyone, you should tell about your product and their pros and cons, as well as how it is useful for them. You need to explain everything. Then only. These two are from the point of view of the company or the employees, but A, B are from the point of view of the customer. The question is from the customer point of view. Right? Now, can you answer this question? Right to safety, right to be assured, right to be informed, right to be heard. Right to safety, right to be assured, right to be informed, right to be heard. So your consumer have a right against the marketing of goods, product and services which are hazardous to the life and property. Consumer have right to know about the quality, quantity, as well as potency, purity, standard and price of the products or services. And consumer have a right to be assured. This assured is indicating assured. And right to inform about the product and product and services. Right to be informed. Right to be heard means whenever the problem comes, you should give opportunity to the customer to listen to their problem, right? So answer is given as an option 1 because here consumer have a right against the marketing of goods which are hazardous to the life and property. This is about safety, means about if anything hazardous, if anything is dangerous, we should know. Right to safety. After that, right to be assured. Sir, here answer is going like a 3 matching, but let us look at the meaning of it. Right to be assured. Right to be, consumer have a right to be assured that their interest will receive due consideration at appropriate commission. This is actually right to be heard, even though I have linked with assured. Why it is to be right to be heard? Because when I get a problem, I complain to commission and commission need to listen to me, need to listen to my problem, need to listen to my problem. Then only they can solve the issue. So I have a right, I have my right to explain about my problem in the commission to get the solution. So right to be heard can be linked to 3 because receive a due consideration at appropriate commission. And right to be informed. Right to be informed is a right to know about the quality. This is right to education or right to inform. Before selling, you inform about your product and services clearly to the customer. That is why option will be 1. Right to be heard. So whatever the complaint is made to be heard, under this right, consumer can file a complaint against all those goods which are prejudicial to the interest. Next, the Consumer Protection Act came into force in which date? Yesterday I discussed in the class also. On which date it is? Consumer Protection Act. So 24th December 1986, old law. Option C. The new law is 20 July. 20 July 2019. Consumer Protection Act 2019, which is a new law. Old law is 24th December. Fine. Chalo sir. Next. CSR we need to start. What is CSR? Corporate Social Responsibility we need to start. Corporate Social Responsibility. CSR. CSR is actually for the public welfare purpose, whatever the companies are going to contribute. As part of the social responsibility, companies sometimes will be contributing to the societal development for the public welfare, constructing projects or constructing schools for the education development, providing the necessary facilities to the people who are underserved areas or underdeveloped areas. So companies are going to provide that facility. And in this CSR, first it got originated in the USA in 1950. After that, it became relevant in 1970 because many countries started adopting for the development of the welfare and taking a help of the corporate companies, because companies are big companies will be using the public resources, natural resources, right? By using these natural resources, they are generating a profits. Obviously, by using these natural resources, they are generating a profit. Because of that, it is their responsibility to give back something to the society for the upliftment of the society or the development of the people, public welfare purpose. So from the 2000 time period onwards, people started accepting this. Corporations are recognized and started accepting the responsibility towards the society. Here, how the CSR is going to benefit the customer? Does company have any need to do this? Company doesn't have any need to do this. But if the company does this CSR activity, which is for the public welfare purpose, obviously company can get a goodwill and the brand image as well as certain benefit to all the stakeholder, where they can able to generate a more loans from the banks and financial institution, because you are investing on the public welfare. So you are investing on the public who are not even linked to business. So you will be taking care of your stakeholder more carefully, like your investors and the bankers and the employees. All these people will be more protected. That is why the trust will be increased for all the stakeholders. What are the major principles of CSR activity? Major principles of CSR activity. Here, major principles of CSR activity. First, sir, corporate social responsibility principles as well as consumer rights. Do not confuse at all. Very distinctive things, looking like some statements are very much similar, but not actually. You can just see respect for the human rights. Respect for the human rights first. Human rights need to be protected. Looking like this is consumer protection. No, it is well and a part of parcel of CSR activity. Respect for the human rights. Every human right need to be respected by corporate companies. Respect for the difference of views. Yes, obviously. 5 fingers to the hand is not same. So you cannot expect everybody perception will be same. It will be differing from person to person and all. And diversity, non-discrimination should be guiding principle. Diversity and non-discrimination. You should not discriminate on any base. Not on caste, not on race, not on anything. Don't discriminate the people. And diversity. People are different. Accept that reality. Consider the other's point of view. Give opportunity to the others also to explain about their point of view. Don't be in a mode to autocratic. Make some social contribution. This is actually looking like proper CSR principle. Social contribution. Do something good for the society. Have you seen శ్రీమంతుడు movie in Telugu? I don't know in other languages what name it got released. శ్రీమంతుడు. This is actually శ్రీమంతుడు is best example of social contribution. As an individual, that is. Later, once a company is established, by a company also he will start social contribution. Right? Self-realization and creativity. Self-realization and creativity also one of the so CSR activity, because if you have a self that you want to contribute to the society, that inner feeling, then only as a company you will be able to do it. As an individual, if you can't able to think about it, as a company also you will try to avoid. But this is became a mandatory restriction for all the companies. Because of that, they are compulsively doing it. Fair dealings and collaboration. Feedback from the community means you will get a reputation and trust from the community. The trust will be built up. The reputation will be built up for the company. And it will be impacting on a long-term basis. It will be impacting on a long-term basis. Right? So now, if you see CSR, principles of CSR completed. As per the Companies Act 2013, what is the section number? Please repeat in the chat box. Companies Act 2013, section number 135. This is important, sir. Repeated PYQ. Section number 135 of Companies Act has been inserted the provisions related to the corporate social responsibility. Right? So it says that every company from 1st April 2014, every company, whether a private or public limited company, if they have any one, if their limit is crossing any one of the following limits, any one of the following limit, if it is crossed, then you can contribute. You have to contribute to the CSR activity. What are those limits? Number one, please keep on typing with me. Number one, every company, private or public limited company, if their net worth is 500 crore or more, net worth is 500 crore or more. Number one. Chalo, if it is not satisfied, if it is below 500, go for the second check. Turnover 1000 crores or more. This is also not done. Then go and check the third one. Net profit 5 crore or more. So, net worth 500 crore or more. Turnover 1000 crore or more. Net profit 5 crore or more. Any one only. Point to be noted. Any one only. All conditions are not required to satisfy. Either first one or the second one or the third one. That's it. Any one condition only need to satisfy, not all the conditions. Any one condition only. If they crossed any one of the limit, what they need to do? They are responsible for investing in the CSR activity. Number one point. But how much is to be invested? How much is to be invested? I'll just tell you the calculation. Look at. If any one of the limits, suppose S&S company has crossed the limit of 1000 crore turnover. Now they are eligible for they are mandatorily need to investment for CSR activity. But how much amount need to keep it for CSR? That is need to understand. Last 3 years, year 1, year 2, year 3 divided by 3 years. This is the average of last 3 years. It means last 3 years average profit. Upon this average 2% only. Year 1 profit last year. Year 1 profit, year 2 profit, year 3 profit divided by 3. You will get average profit. On that only 2% you need to spend. So immediately preceding 3 financial years, average net profit 2% minimum. So minimum 2% of the last 3 years average profit you need to spend as a CSR activity if you are crossing this limit. So could you please repeat? Last 3 years average profit 2% upon that is a minimum contribution. At least 2% of the last 3 years average profit. But in this 2%, whatever the amount that you decided, it should not be contribution to political party. You should not contribute to political party. If you are contributing to political party, that is not going to be a CSR activity. Why this provision is exceptionally written in the law? Because if that be the case, everybody will start contributing to political parties to get a benefit from the government, existing government. Whoever is a ruling party, they'll contribute to that party only. So that is not going to be a CSR activity. The political contributions are not going to be a CSR activity. Done. Next. Suppose sometimes, let's take an example. 2% you decided. 2% you decided. 2% average net profit comes out to be at 200 crore. Assume, just a figure assume. I want you to understand one thing here. 200 crore. Upon this 200 crore, in this year you spent only 170 crore on the CSR. Still 30 crore is left. Still 30 crore is not spent. Where do we keep this 30 crore? Because minimum 2% you need to spend. Na? That is a condition as per the rule. 135 section is saying. So 30 crore is unspent. 30 crore is unspent. Where do we need to keep this? We need to transfer this to. We need to transfer this money which remains unspent. Then it should be transferred to any fund which is mentioned in the schedule number 7 of the Act. Under the schedule 7 of the Companies Act 2013, there are different fund accounts will be there. So under that fund, to any fund you can send this 30 crore which is unspent of CSR activity, unspent amount. Within 30 days from the ending of third financial year, you can send this amount to that account. Then appropriately that fund amount will be utilized later on at appropriate cases. So it need to transfer to the schedule 7 account. Objectives. Why do we need to do the CSR? It increases the company's impact on society, and to create awareness about your company. You can make a good marketing about your company that I have done CSR, we have done this much good activities. You can get a reputation, and you can get a support on various campaigns on social and development issues, which is going to be an impact on your company also. Advantages. It will improve your financial performance because you are proving that you are having a concern towards the society, which is a positive image that is getting built up due to that. Brand image, reputation, sales will increase, customer loyalty will increase, increase ability to attract. Actually, which company is most ethical in India? Which company do you feel? I'm asking you, just an example. Tata. On what basis you are saying Tata, sir? Simply you are saying Tata, na? What is the basis for you? From where you got this data that Tata is most ethical, or the TCS? The TCS means Tata only, na? Wipro. On what basis? What is your standard or a parameter that you decided like this? All are saying, I am also saying, right now. Those who give more funds to trust, right? So this is actually brand image got increased by contributing to CSR activity, right? HDFC Bank. Okay. So whoever it is, as per you, the base was they must have been contributed something to the society for the development when the public are facing a problem like a COVID and different issues. The companies come forward to give some funds to make certain development and protect from the crisis. Right now, they're providing a funds to the people. They have done more CSR activity. That is why we people remember them. We people are saying that they are the ethical companies. That's what the main advantage of the CSR. It is proved practically. Now CSR activities related various models are there. These models has been proved. In this, we have different authors like a Friedman doctrine model 1960 to 73. After that, Ackerman model of the CSR, Carroll model of the CSR, environment integrity and community model. No, Sadashiv. Whatever the unspent money will not be considered for the profit because already it is calculated from the profit and transferred to this account after spending the balance. This will be only used for either a investors or the stakeholder purpose, not for the it will not be transferred again back to the profit. It will be there only, and the schedule 7 fund related restrictions will be there where you can utilize that fund amount. If you are keeping in certain bank account, certain account, where to utilize that one also will be mentioned in the schedule 7. Accordingly, they'll use it. Chalo. Environment integrity and community model, corporate citizenship model, stakeholder and stockholder model, new model of CSR. Sir, very simple to understand this one. Every author have put forward their understanding of the CSR. What is CSR in their point of view? As per the Friedman, he argued, a company has no social responsibility. Sir, unless until you put a restriction as a mandatory as per the section 135, companies are not even interested in doing the CSR activity, which is practically is true to some extent. He is very realistic fellow, Friedman. Company doesn't have any intention because companies are establishing for a profit motive. Why they will think about other person that to serve the society to the public welfare? They are not getting any fund from the government. Government also not providing any relaxation to them. So why do they think about it? Until unless the government create a law, legal restriction, law restriction, they are not even interested in corporate social responsibility. They don't want to be responsible to the society. Number one. Number two, Ackerman model. Ackerman model says this model is about internal policies. Sir, first you take care about your family. You take care of your mother and father. You take care of your wife or the husband. You take care of your children and make them in a feel them in a good environment. Then come and contribute towards the society. First, settle your family. Later, think about the society. That is what Ackerman model. As a company, settle internal policies, internal employees welfare, internal stakeholders welfare, then think about the society as per the Ackerman. That is what Ackerman is saying. Mamata Sri, kindly do not disturb with your text because class is going on live for the CSR and you are typing some other thing. Please come to the live first or else stop typing. Now, Carroll model of CSR emphasizes, Carroll model I will discuss in detail because that is required a detailed enlargement. So here, environment and integrity. As per this environment integrity model, CSR means corporate social responsibility means only protecting the environment. Protecting the environment is a major part. Environment integrity and human health. Provide welfare activities towards the protecting environment as well as health assurance. Corporate citizenship model, 4 conditions are mentioned. Consistently satisfactory means as a company, do your best every time. Be consistent in achieving the activities. And be ethical. Be ethical and sustainable performance is required. See, CSR activities not always give some money to some people for the development. CSR also, the social responsibility also will come. Not only CSR, only social responsibility also will come. Don't harm to anyone. Don't interrupt the public. Don't create a damage to anyone. This itself is a social responsibility. Do your duty. If possible, do something good. If not possible, keep silent. That itself is a social responsibility as per the stockholder and stakeholder. Not always to contribute something in the form of money, in the form of development. Just do your duty. That is what it is saying. Corporate citizenship model. Consistently satisfactory, be ethical, and be sustainable in your performance. That comes under here. And stockholder stakeholder model. Maintain a relationship between all the stakeholders of your business. Maintain a relationship. Value for the shareholder, building a relationship with the shareholder. That is comes under the CSR as per this model. And new model is about achieving the business outcome and the system level. Your business growth is important as well as social change is also important. Both are important. Right? Both are important as per the new model of CSR. Sir, why I am telling only in a summarized way? Till now, there are no questions from here. Only the question was appeared from this particular Carroll model of CSR that is on a sequence basis. I will show you that question also. Do not worry. So, Carroll model is given in 1991. This is a type of a philanthropic model. You can just see. Carroll model is a multi-layer concept consisting of 4 interrelated aspects of responsibility, that is economic responsibility, legal responsibility, ethical responsibility, philanthropic responsibility. Economic, legal, as well as ethical and philanthropic are the 4-layer concept. 4 layer. Please type this 4. What is economic responsibility? Give a good return to the investor who invested in your company. Give a fair compensation to the employees too as a salaries, fair wages, fair prices to the customer. Actually, on this aspect only one question we have solved related to consumer protection. Same, you can take it as economic responsibility. As a company, I should have economic responsibility that I should give a good return to my investor. I should give a good salaries to my employee. I should give a good prices to my customer. That's it. That itself is a responsibility that you are fulfilling. First layer it is. Second layer of the responsibility, legal. Follow the law of land. Don't violate the rules and regulations or the law which is there in our country. Respect the law and follow the rules and regulation, tax laws, labor laws properly. That is second responsibility. Third responsibility, ethical. Be ethical. Just abiding the law, procedure, rule, regulation does not make a business conduct always ethically good. You are following the law, you are following the rules, you are following the procedure and everything, but you are being unethical in some situation. Ethics and law both are different. Law is a rule which they say. Ethics means causing something bad to the someone or some group. So it is referred to right against just and fair to meet met by the corporation. So something do good or don't do wrong things. Not doing wrong things or doing good, both are same only. That is ethical responsibility. Next, philanthropic responsibility is the fourth one. It means literally the love of the fellow human. Always improvise the quality of human life, quality of the life of employees, life of the communities, ultimately society at a large. Philanthropic means, he says, philanthropic means it is not for me, it is for others. That is what philanthropic. Something you are doing free for the society only. You are doing some service for the society only. That comes under here. All right. Now let me take you through with some questions which are here. Kindly answer. Which of the following are the part of CSR to consumers? 2019 December question. Answer please. Reasonable chances and proper system for accomplishment and promotion. Supply the goods at a reasonable prices. Improvise the efficiency of the business operation. Improve the opportunity of being heard and redress genuine grievance. Redress means solve. Answer is B. Why it is? First, let us discuss about the first one. Reasonable chances and proper system for accomplishment and promotion. This is for the employees, I would say, because promotion will be related to employees, not of consumers. Our question is about consumers. Right? Supply the goods at a reasonable prices. Yes. Fair prices is one of the fair pricing. Even where there is a seller's market, supply the goods at a reasonable prices. Right? Improve the efficiency of the business operation. See, efficiency of business operation doesn't have any link to the CSR activity. This is your improving your efficiency means maybe you are buying a new machinery, you are recruiting a more employees. That is for your benefit purpose. Nothing to do with the consumers, nothing to do with your any social responsibility. So improvising your efficiency, your company efficiency to make more sales. So it is not a CSR. Provide opportunity for being heard. You should listen to the consumers if their problem and solve their queries. Solve their queries. Being heard means listen to the consumer problem. And redress the genuine grievance means if any problem is there, try to solve that problem. That is also a CSR activity. That is why, as per the Ackerman model, first take care about your internal things. That is what these B and D statements are. Take care of your internal things. Fair wages, take care of your employees, take care of all those things. That comes under the next question. 2020 commerce shift 1 question it is. The defenders of sustainability approach towards defenders of sustainability approach toward the CSR point of defenders. Actually, defenders means who can support sustainability approach. Who are supporting the sustainability approach in the CSR activity is pointing out all the economic activity exists within a biosphere that support all the life. The success of business must be judged only against the profitability. Only is wrong. Only is obviously wrong. People have a strong ethical duty to cause no harm and only prima facie duty to prevent harm. Only again. Till here it is very much good. Ethical duty not to cause harm to anyone. Yes. Don't do harm to anyone. And prima facie duty is to prevent the harm. Business role, sole responsibility is to fulfill the economic functions they were designed to serve. Next, customer service is the most important one for the sustainability, because question is about sustainability. What do you mean by sustainability? Be a long term in a business. So don't think about only for the first 2 years, 3 years or 4 years. Think about some long term going concern. Company always to be a going concern which is sustainable in nature. Right? Sustainable in nature. So answer is only A correct. Why it is only A? Because if you are thinking about a long term sustainability of your business, you want to continue your business in a long term basis, then it can come under all the economic activities within the biosphere. It is going to support all the life. And yes, success of the business only is wrong, not only on the profitability, not only a prima facie duty to prevent the harm and fulfill the economic activities. Sole responsibility means only the responsibility, wrong. Only wrong. Next, customer service is most important. But is it a CSR activity? Alright, you should solve the problem and service to the customer. You have sold a product and you have to service to them for those who bought your product. This is not going to be a sustainability approach. This is one of the most important ingredient in your business, but this is not suitable for sustainability. That is why option only statement here, that is option number 4 is correct. Again, June 2020, direct question, sir. This is CSR as per the Companies Act 2013. What is the section number? One 135 section. Now, can you tell the answer as per 135 section? What will be the answer? Guys, do hit a like button if you are liking the session. If you really like the efforts, you can hit a like button. Only one like we are asking so that it can reach to some more members. If you don't like, you can hit a dislike button also. Unsubscribe to the channel. And do not forget to join in our Telegram group if you want to receive more classes and more updates regarding UGC net. All the links are given in the description. So here, first we have a 3 conditions, sir. 500 crore net worth, 500 crore or turnover 1000 crore or net profit 5 crore. So your turnover 1000 crore or more, net profit 5 crore or more, 2% of the average profit. Yes, 2% of the 3 years average profit need to spend. That is also correct. Net worth of 500 crore. Yes. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. And if any, this is A, B, C, D. Answer is given as an option 3. A, D, C, B. A, D, C, B is given. All the options are correct, but why are they talking about sequence? Here the question is in a sequence form. Sequence only. The question itself is saying sequence. First, we'll look forward for what? Net worth first. After that, turnover. After that, net profit. Later, we'll decide the 2% which is B. 2% of the net profit. Last will be, if anybody has not complied with the provision, then action will be initiated against them. Action will be initiated against them. That is A, D, C, B, E. How we learned, same we apply. Now next, as per 𝐷𝐿 model, what are the 4 levels of social responsibility? Are the 4 levels of CSR as per the 𝐷𝐿 model? 𝐷𝐿 model, 4 levels: philanthropic, economic, legal, ethical. First will be economic, after that legal, ethical, philanthropic. Option 3. Next, 2021 commerce question. Yes, the sequence is economic, legal, ethical, philanthropic. Sequence, if they ask. But the question is not sequence, direct question. CSR continuing commitment. Continuing commitment by the business to behave ethically and contribute to. What activities can account to CSR? That is the question. What activities will be treated? Public awareness and social security and inclusion. Public health, education and literacy. Maintaining ecological balances and protecting environment. Gender diversity, profiteering and market controlling. Rendering and sponsoring and donating to social and charitable activities. What can be the correct answer? Answer is given as an B. Let me explain all the 5 statements first so that you can able to relate it. Public health, education and society. In one of the model of CSR, it is clearly mentioned environment and health, most important activity towards the social responsibility. Right? Maintaining ecological, that is what I told. Environmental protection. This is health and this is environment. And here gender diversity and market controlling. You are controlling and here you are talking about the gender diversity. This is actually should not be diverse in a gender. Don't make a discrimination in the gender. Non-discrimination is the main principle of the CSR. Non-discrimination. Don't discriminate between the genders and anything. And here profiteering. Looting a profit or making more profits. That is also not the CSR activities to behave ethically. It is like profiteering means you are making unethical profit. Profiteering. Profiteering, the meaning itself is taking as you are generating a profit with an unethical way. That is why this profiteering cannot be. This statement itself is negative. Non-discrimination must be there. Diversity cannot be. It should be inclusive. No gender discrimination. And rendering, sponsoring, donating to social charitable activities. Absolutely well and within definition of the CSR. Now, what about the A? Whether any political awareness, political contribution to the CSR cannot be taken as a CSR. Last exclusive point also we have understood while explaining the CSR. Political awareness purpose, you should not contribute to the CSR. But social security is fine. Inclusion is fine. Political awareness making this entire statement as wrong. That is why option statement B, C and E are correct. Option number B. Now, who among the 2024 June question? Who among the following has given the definition of CSR? Wealth created from the society has to be ploughed back into the society. Ploughed means given back to the society. Answer is C. Mahatma Gandhi has given. Please make a one note in your notebook at this place. CSR additional point. Mahatma Gandhi has given the definition of CSR that wealth created from the society will be going back to the society. That is what Mahatma Gandhi has stated. Next, sir. Next topic. Now CSR completed. All the CSR related. Any doubts? Please let me know if you have any doubts regarding the CSR. We have now learned the concept of CSR, applied them on all the PYQs from 2019 to 2025. Whatever the questions which are related to the CSR activity, we have done. Yesterday also we have completed the questions related to those respective topics. Now I am starting the Michael Porter 5-force model. Michael Porter 5-force model. See, Michael Porter, he always talks about competitiveness in the market. Michael Porter always talks about competitiveness in the market. Which are the major parts we should concentrate? It means important points you are asking. Whatever we are discussing, all are important only, sir. Because every point I am just also giving you in the PYQ also, na? Whatever we discussed and we are getting in a PYQ. Don't be selective in the UGC net preparation because we are in a competitive examination, not a semester examination. I cannot give that these are the topics that you study for your semester and you will get a question from there only. No, not possible like that. Whatever there in the syllabus, whatever not there in the syllabus, but there in the PYQ. Both need to cover, then only we will get ready for the examination. We cannot be selective. So Michael Porter, he always talks about competitiveness in the market. So in 1975, it became one of the most popular and highly regarded business and strategy tools. What was that? Michael Porter competitive advantage theory is there, also called as a diamond theory, right? So Porter recognized the organization that keep a close watch on their rivals. See, you are doing one business. Always you will concentrate on the your competitor or not. Definitely will concentrate on your competitor. That is much required. You will be concentrating on your competitor, right? So here Porter has recognized that competitiveness components. What are the components that you should consider to analyze your competitor? There he analyzed the 5 forces. In a sequence only try to write down. Write down bargaining power of the suppliers, bargaining power of the buyers, threat of the new competitors or the entrants, threat of the substitutes, and competition in the existing competitor already who are doing a business. You are getting a competition from there. So here bargaining power of the supplier first. Bargaining power of the supplier. Who are supplier? Generally, who are supplier? Where we purchase the raw material. Where we purchase the raw material, they are called supplier. Always, being a manufacturer, I will try my best to get the raw material at the lowest price possible. I want to buy the raw material at a low price. As a manufacturer, I want to sell at a higher price to my wholesaler or the distributor or the retailer. That is how I do the business. Everybody does the business in similar way. We try our best to get the input at a lowest, output at a highest price. So supplier is from try to get the raw material at the lowest price possible. Try to get the raw material at the lowest price possible. Number one. Number of suppliers, how many are there? Try to get a quotation from supplier 1, supplier 2, supplier 3. Size of the supplier, each supplier, how much they are capable of supplying. Check that. What is the uniqueness of each supplier? How are they supplying the material? The quality of the material. And company's ability to substitute. Switching cost, transportation, delivery and all these things. Yes, order is there, madam. Order is there. Finally, let me complete the topic. You'll understand what is the sequence. Right? Number of suppliers. All these are part of the suppliers. You should bargain with your supplier by comparing on a different things. Comparing the price, comparing the quality, comparing their service, comparing their charges, comparing their size of the supply. After that, bargaining power of the buyers. Bargaining number of customers of the competitor. Size of each competitor. How many, how much customers they can able to serve. And difference between the competitor. What is their price? What are our prices? Price sensitivity. Buyer's ability to substitute. Whether buyer is having ability to substitute competitor product with our product. What is their intention? And buyer's information availability. Buyer is having information or not. On what basis he is taking a decision to buy a product from some particular seller. So all these are bargaining power of the buyers. From the buyer side, if you look at. These are if you look at from the supplier side. Now, threat of the product which are going to be substituted. Substituted products. Number of substitute product available. Number of substitute product which are available. So, now we are selling a product tea. I am selling a coffee. For that substitute tea may be sold by someone. So if the tea is at a lesser price, people will go from coffee to tea only. Or I am selling a Android mobile at a 10,000 rupees. China mobile, same model, same thing is at a 3,000 rupees only. Substitutes are creating a disturbance to our sales. They are coming and looting our sales. People are diverting. Some customers are going there. So substitute product or service, buyers propensity to substitute. So how much buyers are responding towards the substitute to shift from our company to the competitor company. So what are the differentiation of the substitute? Exactly copy pasted our product only or any difference is there? Rivalry among the existing competitors. Rivalry among the existing competitors. So number of competitors, diversity of the competitors, how many competitors are available, each competitor, what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, SWOT analysis we need to perform. What are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, what options are available to work upon our weakness to make it our strength. That is required in a rivalry among the competitor. And threat of the new entrant. These are existing competitors who are there in the market. These are new competitors who are going to enter into the market. New competitors who are going to establish their business in our industry. Like barriers to entry, economies of scale, brand loyalty, how much capital is required for them to set up. All these are comes under the new people who are interested to set up their business in our industry, who are becoming our new competitor. These are existing competitor, these are new competitor. Both are dangerous to us because we need to deal with the existing competitors. If anybody new competitor is coming, we should deal with them also. And we should deal with the buyers, we should deal with the supplier. We should also deal with the substitute products. Right? Now, not only this understanding, we should also concentrate on oligopoly market. Sir, oligopoly is related to macroeconomics, sir, microeconomics. Now, why it is linking over here? First of all, let us try to understand what is oligopoly market. Oligopoly market. What is oligopoly? Large sized few sellers. Is it right? The big companies will be there, but very small in number. Big companies will be there, very small in number. Indian Oil Corporation, Hindustan Petroleum Oil Corporation, HPCL, IOCL, all the oil companies, very big companies. Hardly 4 to 5 other 10 companies will be there. They are large size companies, but they are very small in number. Number of companies are less than 10. So which is small number of companies, but size of the company is very large. That is called as the competition between them is called as an oligopoly, one seller. Madam, please don't confuse the fundamental concepts. These are very much fundamental. From the class number 11, 12, UG, PG, you are studying the economics. One seller is a monopoly or oligopoly. So here oligopoly market, large size, few sellers. In that, how can we implement this Porter theory? This is a PYQ. How can we implement the Porter 5 forces? So in oligopoly market, the sequence of this Michael Porter competitive advantage theory is in this sequence only. This is how you need to. Same sequence you must and should follow in an oligopoly market. Please write down this sequence as per the oligopoly model. So for oligopoly markets, first they should analyze this substitute. I will take the same example which I just now mentioned to you. Indian Oil Corporation Limited, HPCL, BPCL are the three large size market in a crude oil industry. Right? First, Bharat Petroleum substitute is that Indian Oil. Indian Oil substitute is that Hindustan Petroleum. Like that, one company having a substitute product. They are having a petrol. Petrol is a high energy petrol is there in Indian Oil and in some of the HP nowadays. And diesel, crude oil, natural gas, they are trying to sell. Right. First, they'll concentrate on substitute product. What are the substitute products which are very similar or closely related products are available? By analyzing the substitute product at a lesser price, we can attract the customer. At a lesser price, we can attract the customer to buy this substitute product instead of the main product that we are offering or that the competitor is offering. So if a strong substitute is existed, we can gain the customer base also. That is why first concentrate on the substitute products. After that, threat of a new entry. Threat of a new entry. I think it is not visible. Threat of a new entry. Any new entry is coming because in this oligopoly market, new competitor is difficult to enter. There are many barriers. Large size companies, how can you compete? As a new company, you cannot go into that industry. It will be very difficult. Because oligopolies are characterized by small number of dominant firms, large size firms. A new entrant can come directly and invest this much amount of money and this much resources, this much large size company they cannot establish within less time. That is second, threat of the new entry. And bargaining power of the buyer. Oligopoly are going to serve to a similar customers. HPCL, Indian Oil, BPCL, Bharat Petroleum, all are serving to common customers. Everybody requires who are using the two-wheelers, four-wheelers, they require this. Right? They often concentrate on the customer base. If the buyers, understanding the buyer's power is critical because pricing will influence here. If all are selling the same price, no problem. But a slight difference in price, people will go from here to there only. That is bargaining power of the buyer is important. And bargaining power of the supplier. From where you are getting a supply of a crude oil? Who are your suppliers of a petrol, diesel, natural gas? All this from where you are getting a supply. So from the supplier, try to bargain at the lowest price so that you can sell at a lowest price and attract more customers. But all the suppliers are common now to your oligopoly companies. For HPCL, for the BPCL, for the IOCL. For all the companies, same or the similar suppliers will be there. They will also think in a similar way to sell at a same price. That is bargaining power of the supplier. Next, intensity of the rivals. Rivals here. Intensity. These are existing competitors. This is the highest level of competition. Existing competitors need to. So, if you see in total, substitute product is the least important in competition. Later, new entrants are least important. But buyer power, suppliers, this is competition lowest to highest. Dealing of competition. The strength of the competition will start from the substitute and highest at existing rivals. Dealing with existing rivals is very difficult, but dealing with a substitute is somehow easy. That is why in oligopoly firm, this sequence. Substitute, please write down the sequence. Same sequence need to follow as it is. Substitute, new entry, buyers, suppliers, rivals. Now let's answer this question, which is there. Acha, this is photogeneric strategy. Uh, yes. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not to fear the result of 100 battles. Here, this is a statement of Sun TGU following components of five force model. You know your enemy and you know yourself. Then do not fear about the battle. You know about you know about others who are your competition. In such a case, what to do? Where it will come? Answer is option number B, competitor. Because you are knowing about your enemy, you are knowing about yourself. Then no need to fear about the battle. According to the Porter diamond, which is not a competitive advantage factor. That is, I think you are talking about invisible hand theory. Invisible hand theory, which will come in the IB, don't worry. In the IB theories, I will discuss. Sadashiv. Porter has given generic strategies and also Adam Smith given invisible hand theory. According to the Porter diamond, which is not a factor of national competition, relating and supporting industry, firm strategy and structure, rivalry, bargaining power of the buyers, demand condition. So now I need to discuss this part here. Answer is 3. Bargaining power of the buyers is not a factor in competitive advantage. How it is different? But here not a factor of national competitive advantage as per the diamond theory. We discussed 5-force model, right, of the Michael Porter. We discussed the 5-force model. I think 5-force model related all questions done. Because I will explain this point also, which just now discussed. Answer this also. That this just previous question and this I will explain together. Answer this also. 2021. Factor condition. Factor condition Michael Porter competitive advantage. Answer is here option D, skilled labor and scientific knowledge. So sir, let's make a difference here. When they mentioned Michael Porter 5-force model, whatever we discuss, bargaining power of the threat of the substitute, bargaining, threat of the substitute, threat of the new entrants, bargaining power of the suppliers, buyers, and the threat of the existing rivalry. Those are the 5-force model, right? 5 forces. If the question is specifying about Michael Porter's diamond model, Michael Porter diamond model of competitive advantage. Say Michael Porter always concentrate on always concentrate on competition only. Here Michael Porter diamond model has given 4 components only. What are the 4 components? Demand condition, firm strategy, structure and rivalry, related and supporting industries, factor conditions. So what are the 5 forces which are threat of the substitute, threat of the new entrants, supplier bargaining and bargaining power of the buyers as well as existing rivalry. These are the 5 forces. But as per the Porter diamond model, can you categorize what are the 4 Four forces are there, are the four components of the diamond theory of the Michael Porter, same on the competitive advantage. This is Porter competitive diamond model, right? Firm strategy, rival, firm strategy and structure rivalry, demand condition related. But under each and every factor, whatever the four factors are there now, each and every factor, the suppose demand condition. If you are talking about demand for your product or a service that we are offering as a seller that we are offering, in that domestic market behavior, how our existing demand is there, what are the preference of the customers, and what the client value, how the customer value is getting created, strength of the demand. All these things, in order to be in a competition, you should analyze the demand for your product. You should analyze the demand for your product. Second, if you want to be in a competition, you should have a strategy, you should have a structure to deal your competitor, to deal your rivalry. So how the companies, the competitors are behaving, what are their common strategies, what are their common strategies which are being performed, how companies are organizing, how companies are competing, means totally study about the others, rivalry and their strategies. Next, not only the opposite exactly competitor to you, also supporting industries who are supporting to you, like number of companies are how many, specified businesses, number of suppliers, number of similar businesses who are related and supporting industries for your product or the company, or where you can explore the sales option also. Not only to this particular industry, you can also sell to other industries. There you can improvise the more sales, large number of sales can be made. Related and supporting industry also need to analyze. And factor condition, factors are nothing but a resources related. These are resources. Resources, national resources in our country, what are abundantly available, labor is available. Specialized workers, unskilled labor, semi-skilled labor, highly skilled labor. And national stability, economic stability is there in our country or not. And our culture. These are the factors, means resources which are available to make our business. Sir, four categories. But the question which they stated is here, under the factor condition, what will come? Right now, in the above question, under the factor condition of Michael Porter competitive of nations, because he always talks about national competitive advantage theory. When they mention national competitive advantage theory, this will also come in international business. In international business, classical theories also, I will discuss this again. This is diamond theory. Whereas 5 force model is what we discuss. So factor condition, demand condition is separately mentioned. It cannot be a factor. Here demand condition separately mentioned. And also market size, internationally competitive suppliers. Market size, where it will come? The size of the market. International is factor condition, but market size, where it will come? Under the demand condition, you can able to see. Or else strategy and rivalry, concentrating on others, concentrating on related supporting industries. Only skilled labor and scientific knowledge which is related to your human resources. These are factor, because human resource is one of the factor. And if you look at that other question also, whatever is there, according to Porter diamond theory, not a factor, which is not a factor. Bargaining power is a 5 force model. It is not a this four condition, that relating and supporting industry, strategy, rivalry, demand condition, as well as factor condition are the four. But bargaining power is 5 force model. That is a difference which I am trying to make it here. Are you clear with the difference of 5 force model and this competitive advantage theory? Nations competitive advantage theory, Michael Porter 5 force model. Both are given by the Michael Porter only, but the difference you need to understand. Is it clear with the difference? Now, Porter, one more point is there. Michael Porter, one more point. Generic strategy. This will come in marketing also. Michael Porter generic strategy. In order to be in the competition, I am asking you people only that are you clear with the difference between both the things or not? I am talking to you only. I am not talking to some aliens who are there in this room. If you have a time, please respond in the chat box. If you do not have a time, kindly leave the session and whenever you are free, come back to the recording. Very much simple. Being in the live session without any response doesn't give us anything. How many times need to ask, sir? This much loudly I am speaking, asking a question repeatedly, but not even single response. Those who are watching an app, you are responding. What about the people who are watching there? So just stubborn. Why you will attend the class, sir? Then don't attend. Better. Even one person who watched the session should get a benefit out of it. My task is done. I do not need a quantity of the members. I simply need a quality of even 10 people are properly watching, done with it. They can bring the JRF issue. Now, as per the Michael Porter generic strategy, he concentrate on two things. Sorry, three factors. Cost, differentiation, focus. Cost, differentiation, and focus. So here cost, differentiation, and focus are the three important generic strategies. You must have a cost leadership. Cost leadership in the sense, at the lowest possible cost, you should be in a position to produce. When you produce at a lowest cost, your cost per unit of production will be low. You will fix the low selling price where you can grab the market. That is cost leadership. Lowest cost is your leadership. Always keep your cost of production at a low. But do not compromise with the quality. Quality must be maintained. But try to produce at a lowest cost as much as possible without compromising the quality. Then you will be a leader in the cost. And your product must have to be differentiated. Your product must be unique in nature. Between the competitor and you, your product, if the customer is comparing, you should be in a position to show what is unique. Now I will tell about my service. What is unique in our platform? Unique is that this topic and the concept immediately will be discussed, and topic wise all the shifts, all the papers will be covered in a single course. Everything will come under one only. So that is how a uniqueness which I am trying to show. Right, topic wise, shift wise PYQs properly linking with a concept. Whereas differentiation is that only. Even though we are in competition, but how we are different from other competitors, if we can show our uniqueness and at a lowest cost as much as possible, if you are trying to make it, we can sell at a lower price also. Then focus is what? One is a cost, one is a uniqueness, which is a differentiation. Focus is on two things. You must have to focus on cost. You must have to focus on differentiation. So third factor is saying, third strategy is saying, focus on reducing the cost. Focus on showing a uniqueness of your product. First two are separately mentioned. Focus also is a third factor, but focus is on first two things only. It is like, concentrate on theory, concentrate on PYQ, and third factor of the revision of above two, like a rule 1 and rule 2. Rule 3 is that follow the above two rules. That is how Porter generic strategy. Cost leadership, differentiation. Focus is third factor, which is focus on cost, focus on differentiation. So when you have a lower cost and higher differentiation, uniqueness of your product, you can reach to broad market. Many people can think about buying your product. If you are focusing on cost and focusing on differentiation in a less way, then you will be targeting a narrow market. Focused cost leadership and focused differentiation. Narrow market, but it can bring more sales. This target is more, but you are bringing down this target to narrow. You are serving to this many people, but out of this many people, you are not generating that many sales. Bring down to narrow. Focused cost, focused differentiation. Try to show that even within this, you can generate a higher sales. That comes under here. Now you can answer this question. Michael Porter proposed generic strategies that provide a good starting points for strategic thinking and identify them. Yes, unique selling proposition. Differentiation is that only. Unique selling proposition, USP. Unique. This is actually marketing concept. Which is differentiation. So cost leadership, focus, differentiation. Innovation not defined by the Porter. So A, C, D. A, C, D, option B is the correct answer. That's it. That's the topic and that's the PYQ. So that's about today's session, sir. Right? All the members who are attending the free live session since the 3 days, day 1, day 2, day 3. We offered a 3 free live session. This is how the original paid course also is going. Actually, this session also been added to the paid course. So you can think about joining if you are satisfied with this demo classes. If you are interested and wishing to join in our UGC at December 2025 Sankalp batch, then these are the components which are available. Same like this, only the classes will be conducted. Detailed explanation of classes, linking with the PYQs, explanation then and there. Topic wise, previous questions also will be provided on a shift wise basis, including the new PYQs with a proper explanation classes and their PDFs. After completing the classes, we'll be providing a quizzes with explanation and also detailed explanation. Whatever the PDF that we are showing here, it will be available for you to download and you can able to print it also. NTA interface based CBT mock test series. All these 5 components are Pancharatnas of UGC NET. Everything will be there. Not only that, in this mega offer, which is going to end on 4th of August, that is day after tomorrow, you are getting a 10% discount, 1 month extra validity, and free revision course is the main one. Before the examination, we are going to launch the free revision course. You can able to get that revision course also for a free, which is worth of almost 2,700 rupees if you want to buy it separately. So all these prices, both paper 1 and commerce, it is available at a 6,299. Usually it at a 7,000, but now it is 6,299 plus 1 month extra plus free revision course. Same for the paper 2 management, both papers also. Only paper 1 3,600, but you will get at a 3,299. Only commerce 3,999, 3,599. Only management also you can buy upon. So if you want a more details regarding it, then you can contact on our support number. First of all, download 𝐔𝐆𝐂 app from the Google Play Store or the link given in the description. After downloading 𝐔𝐆𝐂 app, You can just register your details and contact on this WhatsApp number before a payment, or if you are facing any difficulty in the app. And this is the apply coupon. If you want to buy both papers, paper 1 and commerce, apply the Sankalp. If you want paper 1 plus management, Sankalp 3. If you want only a paper 1, Sankalp 1. If you want only paper 2 commerce, Sankalp 2. Like that, codes will be visible in the app only at the respective courses section. Then you can able to take them. Thank you so much. Bye to all. If you want to appreciate the efforts, please do hit a like button in the YouTube live session. Share with your friends who are known groups about the classes. Thank you. Do not forget to join in our Telegram group also.